Today, we are going to see if the man who usually takes over every single one of my videos can do the same thing in the 1990s. We have Luka Doncic about to be drafted into the 90s to play with players like Shaq and Michael Jordan, and we're going to see if he can take over this league the way he usually does in all of my other videos. Which, I'm going to be honest, I think he can. I really think he can. I'm not going to lie, but hey, let's get right to the draft and see where he goes. Here we are at the draft lottery, and it actually looks like the Sixers have the best chance of getting the number one pick, and they, of course, do not get it. They don't even get a top 3 pick, which is pretty crazy. The Bucks, the Timberwolves, and the Pacers all have a shot at Luka. All right. I guess let's see who gets him. Here we are. At the NBA draft, the number one pick is probably going to be Shaq. And it is. The Milwaukee Bucks take Shaq. Now, the Timberwolves, you have no reason not to take Luka. And they don't take Luka. Alonzo Mourning, not a bad pick, but come on now. The Pacers, I know you want Luka. And they do. Definitely a good pick by the Pacers there. And all right, there we go. We found out which team Luka went to, and it is the Pacers. So I guess let's get into his rookie season. And actually, before we get into his rookie season, I wanted to check what type of team he's working with here. And honestly, it's not a terrible team. Not a terrible team at all. I guess there's not a lot of young players who are going to get better with him, but I could definitely see him doing something with this team year one even. But I guess we got to go find out. As we sim through this first season, I just wanted to say, if I sound a little off in some of these upcoming videos, it's because I actually do have strep throat right now. And yeah, I kind of feel, to simply put it, I kind of feel like shit. But yeah, it's alright. We got to keep pushing through it, get a video up every day this week. And yeah, other than that, I just also want to say thank you to all you guys who have been watching all these videos. You guys have been commenting, showing a lot of love, even commenting some ideas. And yeah, I just appreciate it all. I don't know, it's just shocking to me that people are actually watching my videos, and yeah, I just appreciate all you guys. Feel the need to say that every time. And also, totally off topic, but did anybody see that shot by Tyrese Maxey yesterday? That was crazy. He was hyped too. As a Sixers fan, I just know, whatever we decide to do, I just know we're in good hands. But alright, that's all I had to say. And I was rambling so long that you guys might have got a sneak peek at who won the MVP. But it is Clyde Drexler, who shot 41% from 3. That is pretty impressive. Over here, we got Shaq, won the Rookie of the Year over Luka Doncic. That is definitely surprising. Kevin McHale was the 6th Man of the Year. David Robinson, the Defensive Player of the Year. D. Brown was the Most Improved Player. And yeah, it looks like the Cavs and the Bulls were the 2 best teams in the league. Over at the All-NBA teams, if you guys want to check them out, here it is. We're here for Luka Doncic, though. Shaq made the All-NBA 3rd team as a rookie. No Luka. Obviously, he made the All-Rookie 1st team. How did he do? And he did shoot basically 51% from 3. But he did also play 34 minutes, so I would expect a little better from what I've seen from Luka in the other sims. But hey, it's alright. You win some, you lose some. Alright, did he make the playoffs? The Pacers. No. The Pacers did not make the playoffs. I actually thought they would. That's alright, though. That means we're going to sim this whole thing. I think the Bulls will probably win, and the Bulls actually aren't even in. That's crazy. I think they lost in the first round. And yeah, this guy's a dirtbag. You are a dirtbag. I'm getting it off the screen. Yeah, I really don't enjoy when dirtbags win in my league. So Luka, can we please start winning? And here we are at the player progression before year 2, and I'm not gonna lie, The Pacers cooked right here in the draft. Penny Hardaway. No way. Did we have the number 1 pick? Luka Doncic goes up 5 overall to 86 at only 19 years old. And now we have a 22-year-old Penny Hardaway. I mean, come on. I expect big things from Luka Doncic and Penny Hardaway in the future. But alright, let's see how they do year 1. And in year 2, Clyde Drexler wins another MVP. Honestly, this is definitely not something I was expecting, as Michael Jordan is in the league. But okay, I guess Clyde Drexler is the new Michael Jordan. Chris Webber is the Rookie of the Year over Penny Hardaway. Kind of annoying. Calbert Cheney is the Sixth Man of the Year. Hakeem Olajuwon is the Defensive Player of the Year. Paul Toscano is the Most Improved Player. And the Blazers, led by Clyde Drexler, are the best team in the league. I kind of want to see who else they have, to be honest. But over here, I mean, obviously, Clyde Drexler is all on the All-NBA first team. Luka Doncic, though, is on the All-NBA first team. And hey, I mean, the numbers are getting a lot better. Shot worse from the three-point line, but we expected that. Nobody's going to shoot 50% 2 years in a row. Got a little bit more minutes, and yeah, every stat is up a little bit. So yeah, you got to love to see it. I'm surprised that's first team, though. Oh yeah, and Shaq is only on the third team. Sorry, Shaq. You usually beat whoever I put in the 90s, but this time, Luka Doncic is a different animal in these 2K sims. I'm telling you. Now, here's the rest of these if you want to see it. Penny Hardaway, obviously, on the all-rookie team. But did the Pacers make the playoffs? And yes, they did. They are the 4 seed. Now, let me see who else the Blazers have real quick. They have David Robinson. Now I see why they're the best team in the league. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Alright, but let's go. We'll go game by game for the Pacers. There we go. They take game 1. We lose game 2, though. Come on, Penny. Come on, Luka. And there it is. For the first time in the sim, the Pacers have made it to the second round. But now we have to take on the number 1 seed Charlotte. Who we take game 1 against. Who does Charlotte have? Muggsy Bogues, Larry Johnson, Del Curry. Yeah. I mean, nothing that we can't take care of. And we are going to take care of them. Oh. They come back, though. And now it's 3-3. Come on. Oh. Wow. And they beat us in Game 7. That hurt. Let's see who wins this championship. It's going to be the Trailblazers versus the Charlotte Hornets. And the Trailblazers are going to sweep them. Wow. Clyde Drexler, you are currently the best player in the league by a long shot. Because you have just won back-to-back MVPs and then a finals MVP. Crazy. And once again, we are back at player progression. And Luka Doncic, at 20 years old, is already a 90 overall. Penny Hardaway, at 23 years old, is up to an 85. And we have 3 other 80s along with them. Honestly, and we also drafted this Westfall guy, it looks like. Not sure how good he'll be. But honestly, yeah, I think we should at least make it to the finals this year. This is a pretty good team. Maybe not this year, but hey, we should fight for it this year at least. It should be a good fight. Alright, let's check it out. Clyde Drexler, I wasn't familiar with your game. I have to apologize. Another MVP for him. I think that's his 3rd in a row. Jason Kidd on the Sixers is the Rookie of the Year. Terrell Brandon is the 6th Man of the Year. Shaq wins his first Defensive Player of the Year. I assume of many. Brian Marion on the Lakers is the Most Improved Player. And it looks like the Blazers are the best team in the league again. David Robinson and Clyde Drexler. Yeah, that's a pretty good duo. Luka Doncic once again makes the All-NBA first team. Shaq is here with him this time. They are actually the same overall. That's very interesting. Only 23 points for Luka. It's really nothing compared to the 40 that we usually see him average. But he did shoot 50% from 3. Wow. That is pretty good. Also, 9 rebounds and 7 assists. Pretty good stat line. But yeah, I mean, usually when I don't want him to do good, in the modern NBA, he gets about 40 points a game. So, very interesting. Here is the rest of, all NBA third team. Penny Hardaway actually made it. That's a pretty good duo. And yeah, I don't expect to see Luka on the defensive team. But did the Pacers make the playoffs? Of course they did. We are the 3 seed this year. And I'm going to sim the round because we should be able to beat the Nets. And we do. Washington. Who does Washington have? Mitch Richmond. Michael Adams. I mean, definitely a beatable team for us. Let's see if we do it. I'll go game by game. We take game 1. They take game 2. And they take game 3. And they take game 4. And they beat us 4-1. Huh. That's cool. Let's see who makes the finals. Of course, it's the Trailblazers. Michael Jordan couldn't even beat Washington. Wow. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, by the way, couldn't beat Washington. But I bet you Washington can't beat the Trailblazers, and I lied to you. Michael Adams, you have dethroned Clyde Drexler. I'm actually pretty proud of you. I didn't think you had it in you. But alright, let's see how good Luka is after this season. And here we are back at player progression, and now our big 2 is really turning into a big 2 as Penny Hardaway goes up 5 and reaches 90 overall, and Luka Doncic goes up 4 to a 94 overall at only 21 years old too, by the way. And we still have 2 players over 80 overall besides them. Now we have Steve Kerr. And yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you who we drafted this year. Looks like we drafted nobody, but we didn't really need anybody. Alright, I think this big 2 should be able to take us far, but with 2K, you never really know. And once again, Shaq wins an MVP before the guy that I put in the draft class with him. This time, it was Luka Doncic. Last time, it was Curry. And yeah, I mean, I guess Shaq is just that good. But don't worry, Luka will be back for that award. Antonio McDyess is the Rookie of the Year. Nick Van Exel is the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq is also the Defensive Player of the Year. Malcolm Caffey is the Most Improved Player. And it looks like the Hornets and the Bulls are the 2 best teams in the league. Luka Doncic, once again, I'm proud of you, man. You're on the All-NBA first team. His stats are getting better every year. But, I mean, these just aren't the stats that I'm used to seeing. It's okay, though. He is only 22 years old. I wonder when he's going to start averaging 40 like he does every video against me. It's alright, though. Pretty good stats. 26, 9 and 8. 44% this year. I mean, that's pretty good. Don't expect to see him anywhere else. Yeah, definitely not. Did I see Penny Hardaway anywhere? Yes, he made the 3rd team again with pretty good stats. And I mean, yeah, let's see how the Pacers stack up in this playoffs. And we have to verse Michael Jordan. Huh. They lost Scottie Pippen, and Michael Jordan went down. He is 33 years old. I didn't even realize that. Huh. I think we should be able to beat him. They take game 1. We come back and take game 2 and game 3. And now it's 2-2, so I'm going to take this one to Simcast. Here we go. And we lost. No, we didn't. We came back. Somehow. Come on. Oh no, we lost. Yeah, we lost. It's done. Okay. So Michael Jordan eliminates us from the playoffs. Luka Doncic, come on, man. I really need you here. But alright, let's see who wins this one. I'm assuming it's going to be... I would not have assumed the Clippers, as Calbert Cheaney wins a Finals MVP. That's cool. And yeah, I mean, who did the Bucks have? Come on, man. Oh, that's who they have. I'm so thankful that the Bucks did not win. But Shaq and Scottie Pippen, that's a pretty dirty duo. I can't even lie. But let's see how much better our duo has gotten. And honestly, our duo didn't get that much better. They both went up 1. So yeah, I mean, pretty much the same team as last year. I don't see much different. So let's just get right into it. Now this is more of what I was expecting from Luka Doncic. There we go. 31, 10, and 7. And finally, for once, I can sit here and be happy over Luka Doncic averaging these stats. Thank you, Luka. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's just, I have to sit here and look at it for a second. It's so beautiful. Allen Iverson. Oh my gosh, that means Allen Iverson and Kobe were just brought into the league. That's pretty crazy. Nick Van Exel is the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq is the Defensive Player of the Year again, but your stats are nowhere near as good as Luka Doncic. Jason Kidd is the Most Improved Player, and the Bulls are the best team in the league. We already know Luka made the All-NBA first team. Don't expect him to be on the defensive. Allen Iverson and Kobe are now in the league. That's pretty cool. And yeah, did we make the playoffs? Of course we did. But we're only the 5 seed. Pretty weird. Charlotte takes game 1 against us and game 2. We come back. Come on, we can come back. Alright, like who cares about the Sixers, dude? Alright, 2-2, come on. Oh my gosh, and Charlotte takes it home. I'm simming the playoffs. Listen, Pacers, I love the duo that you made as Chris Webber gets the Finals MVP. I love the duo that you got here, but please, in this offseason, can you please make some sort of move? We really need help. Luka and Penny cannot do it by themselves. They can't. They really can't. Well, here we are at player progression, and my call for help was not answered. Luka Doncic is now a 96, though. Penny Hardaway is a 91. Luka only has 2 more years on his deal, by the way, so maybe he'll go somewhere better after these 2 years. But, I mean, I think this duo could win it all. I really do. But let's see how they do. Here we go. Luka Doncic wins his 2nd MVP in a row, averaging about 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. Shot 42% this year. Also got 1.6 steal and 1.2 blocks. That's pretty impressive. Tim Duncan is the Rookie of the Year. Dang. Could you imagine if the Pacers could have gotten Tim Duncan somehow? Man, that trio would have been crazy. Nick Van Exel is the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq is the Defensive Player of the Year again. Wendell Daniels is the Most Improved Player. And the Wizards and the Mavericks both go 61 and 21. That's pretty weird. I mean, if these are the 2 best teams, Pacers, we definitely got a chance. Luka Doncic and Penny Hardaway are both on the All-NBA first team, along with Shaq. I mean, yeah, we should be able to get something done this year in the playoffs, please. And yeah, we are the 3 seed. I'm guessing Michael Jordan, is still on the Bulls. I think we can beat him, though. I think we can beat him. He goes up 1-0. It's 1-1, though. 2-1. And they beat us. Man. We are first-round exits every year. I mean, this is crazy. Luka Doncic, are you not a playoff performer, dude? As the Wizards take it home, and Nick Van Exel, who do the Wizards have? I'm curious. Nobody. I mean, come on. You're going to tell me this team is better than the Pacers? I guess it's because they're well-rounded. Just got all 80s everywhere, but come on, man. Who did Dallas have, too? Nobody. Man. I don't even see the whatever team Shaq is on. I don't even think Shaq's making the playoffs. I mean, Luka, this is your last year on the Pacers. If you want to bring him a championship, now is the time to do it. And it looks like our duo has reached their peak. Luka added 96, Penny Hardaway added 91. Still only two 80s. Not sure what we do every year in free agency. Or in the draft, to be fair, too. We can't draft. We don't get any free agents. But, hey, I mean, I guess the Pacers think this is the team, so let's see if they're right. And for the third time in a row, Luka Doncic is your most valuable player, as he averaged 32 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. Only shot 39% this year, but it was enough for MVP. Antoine Jamison is the Rookie of the Year. The question is, though, can Luka carry that over into the playoffs? Because he has not been able to yet. Deion Barnes is the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq, once again, is the Defensive Player of the Year. And Shaq, you haven't made much noise in the playoffs either. I'm just going to be honest. Peja Stojakovic is the most improved player. And yeah, the Wizards are the best team in the league once again. Penny Hardaway and Luka both make the All-NBA first team again. Allen Iverson's up there. And yeah, I mean, we don't expect to be on the all-defensive team. I'll be honest. Dirk Nowitzki, though, was just brought into the league. Would have been great if we could have got him, but this Pacers team loves to make zero moves in the offseason. And we are the 2 seed this year. I should be able to sim this round. I don't know why I even say that, as we get cooked by a trash team. And yes, this team is trash. Actually, no. I didn't realize they had Vin Baker at 90 overall, but they're still not as good as us. I mean, look at our team. Luka Doncic and Penny Hardaway. Just can't get it done. Luka, I hope you leave this team. If the Milwaukee Bucks win it all, I'm going to be upset. They don't. The Charlotte Hornets win it all. Larry Johnson gets a Finals MVP. And yeah, let's go check out what Luka's new contract is looking like and what team he signed with. Luka Doncic, you possibly just made the biggest mistake of your career, dude. I don't know why you went back to this team, but yeah, this team has just gotten worse. Penny Hardaway only has 2 years left on his contract. I bet you he leaves you. But yeah, you sold out for the bag. You sold out for $44 million, dude. That's all right, though. Let's just go to the next season. And once again, Luka Doncic is the MVP, and at this point, he owns this award. He just can't do it in the playoffs, so that's the only problem. Manu Ginobili is the Rookie of the Year. Mac Baldwin is the Sixth Man. Shaq, once again, he owns this award, to be fair, is the Defensive Player of the Year. Antonio McDyess is the Most Improved Player. And the Kings are the best team in the league, who have already won a championship one time. Luka Doncic is on the first team. No Penny Hardaway this year. Penny Hardaway actually did not make any All-NBA team. That's pretty crazy. And yeah, I mean, I don't have big expectations right here. Yeah, we're the 7th seed. Honestly, I'm just going to sim the round at this point. As we win, though, as the 7th seed, who does Cleveland have? Steve Nash. Brad Doherty. Jerry Stackhouse. Yeah, this is a pretty good team. I don't expect to beat them, but I will go game by game. They take game 1. We take game 2. And we take game 3. And 4. Come on. Do not sell this. And we don't. And wow. As the 7th seed, this is actually the farthest that we've made it. Don't care about the Sixers. Charlotte Hornets have won multiple times already. A very good team. Very evenly dispersed team. All 80s pretty much. Come on. Let's see if we can do it. We take one game at least. And yeah, not great. Not great at all. The Hornets probably going to win it all, but they don't. Sharif Abdul-Rahim is the finals MVP. And yeah, I mean, Pacers, it was a good try. You're just not a very good team all around. You have a good duo, but you're just not a good team. Man, I really wish this team would just do something in the offseason. Just sign somebody, please. Like, this is terrible. Penny Hardaway goes up to a 92. This is probably the last year he's on the team, though. And yeah, I mean, it looks like we have a lot of salary cap. Can we just sign somebody one of these years, please? Luka's MVP streak has sadly come to an end as Tim Duncan wins his first MVP. Kenyon Martin is the Rookie of the Year. Alex Kemp is the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq still wins Defensive Player of the Year. Shawn Marion is the Most Improved Player. And the Clippers have the best record in the league. Luka Doncic does not even make the All-NBA first team. He does make the second, as his numbers definitely fell. A lot, even. You could say they fell. No sign of Penny Hardaway either. I mean, come on. They are the 6th seed. I'm going to sim by round just because I have no faith in this Pacers team, and look what happens. Man, I really have no faith in this team. I bet you, as Sharif Abdur-Rahim wins another Finals MVP, I'm willing to bet you that there's no Penny Hardaway, and it's just Luka in all 70s. Let's go find out. And wow, Penny Hardaway actually decided to re-sign. I guess this duo wants to play the rest of their career together. The only sad thing about it is the fact that the rest of their team is trash. Honestly, if you gave this team like 3 80s right here, I mean 3 high 80s, I think they could win a championship. But with all these 70s, I don't really think we have a shot. Sharif Abdur-Rahim is actually becoming one of the best players in this whole league as he wins an MVP. Gilbert Arenas is the Rookie of the Year. Devin Hardaway, the wrong Hardaway, is the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq, for I don't even know how many years in a row now, is the Defensive Player of the Year. The wrong Hardaway is also the Most Improved Player. And the Mavericks and the Hawks are the two best players or the two best teams in the league, which is actually fitting for a Luka Doncic video because, yeah, what happened with him and Trae Young. Luka Doncic does make the All-NBA first team. Not bad stats this year, but also not great compared to his MVP years. Tracy McGrady is a 94 at 22 years old. Wow. And yeah, no Penny Hardaway. I mean, Penny Hardaway, you've been kind of a disappointment. The Pacers are the 4th seed this year. I'm going to sim the round though. We do beat the Knicks. Boston actually beat the number 1 seed, which is good for us because now we don't have to play the 1 seed. But, I mean, can we even beat the 8 seed Boston? It does not look like it right now, but now it does look like it as we do beat them. Who do the Cavs have? Steve Nash. Oh, man, they have 390 overalls and an 88. I mean, come on, this is the team that's hogging all the good players from us? Jeez. They take game 1. We come back, though, and actually take game 2. They take 3. We take 4. They take 5. Can we please take 6? No, we can't. And this is as far as the Pacers can make it, it looks like. Oh, the Cavs do win it all. Paul Pierce is the Finals MVP. That Cavs team is stacked. Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't see anybody beating this team for at least a little while. And here we are at player progression again. Luka Doncic, once again, is actually on the last year of his deal. We actually have 2 80s now. I'm not sure where they came from. It looks like maybe we signed them in free agency for once. And yeah, besides that, the team is looking as trash as ever. But yeah, I mean, let's see what happens in Luka's last year. Luka Doncic is able to win an MVP in his last year of his contract. Pretty good stats, 29 points, 8 assists, shot 45% from 3, not bad at all. Yao Ming is the Rookie of the Year. Would have loved to have him on a team with Luka, but that's all right. Frank Rose is the Sixth Man of the Year. Obviously, Shaq is the Defensive Player of the Year. When has he not been? Jonathan Beasley is the Most Improved Player, and the Knicks are somehow the best team in the league now. Luka Doncic did make the All-NBA first team, which makes sense. He was the MVP. No Penny Hardaway anywhere on these lists, but what did we expect? We are the 3 seed this year. Every round I'm going game by game. I have a feeling about this year. I think we can get it done, as I guess the first round is not 3 games anymore. That's all right, though, as we sweep the Detroit Pistons. Now, come on. Okay, and it's going to be a rematch against the stacked Cavs. Come on. We can do this. As we take game 1, they go and take game 2, and game 3, and game 4, and game 5. I don't see anybody beating the Cavs as the Mavericks beat the Cavs. I mean, come on, man. Sharif Abdur-Rahim, you are the greatest player of all time at this point. I mean, come on. You have averaged 30 in the finals 3 different times. You are goated. All right. Luka, please just, at this point, join the Cavs, bro. Join a super team. Pull a KD. Oh, man. Why are you still on this team? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to play out these last 3 years of Luka's contract, and then we're going to see what team he goes to. And if it's not a very good team, we're going to call it there. But all right. You have basically, I'm telling you, Luka, you have 3 years to get a championship. You got to do it. I mean, not a bad team this year. I would have liked more 80s. Penny Hardaway is already regressing. But come on, let's give it a shot. Well, the one thing Luka Doncic has been able to do is win MVPs, which we're not surprised by. He does this every video that he's in. LeBron James was just drafted to the Sixers as he wins the Rookie of the Year. Frank Rose is the Sixth Man of the Year again. Shaq wins another Defensive Player of the Year. Desmond Mason is the Most Improved Player. And the Knicks are the best team in the league. I mean, we knew Luka would be on the first team. LeBron James makes the third team as a 19-year-old rookie. And yeah, we're more worried about the playoffs right now. We are the 3 seed this year. We should be able to beat Detroit. I'm going to sim the round. Yes, we do. And now, I mean, this is the team that we run into every year. They are pretty stacked. But I think we can do it. We take game 1. They take game 2. And game 3. And game 4. And game 5. They beat us once again. We just don't have the team to compete with the Cavs. We don't. We cannot compete with them. Chris Webber is the Finals MVP. The Knicks, though, apparently can. And I mean, I see why. They have T-Mac and Dirk and David Robinson. Still, I don't think their team is that much better than ours, to be honest. So I'm not sure what's going on here. But yeah, it's alright. 2 more years on this contract. Somehow, the team has gotten worse. Luka Doncic is a 96. Penny Hardaway is now a 90. We only have 180 on our squad. And yeah, the rest of the team, you are all trash. Garbage. Not even worth a roster spot. Luka Doncic, once again, is the MVP. We'll see how many of these he ended up with at the end of the video. I'm sure it's going to be a lot. Dwight Howard is the Rookie of the Year. And now the Sixers have LeBron and Dwight Howard. That's pretty crazy. Frank Rose is the Sixth Man of the Year. Shaq is the Defensive Player of the Year. Jay Williams is the Most Improved Player. And the Pacers are the best team in the league. I mean, we already knew Luka would be on the first team. I don't see Penny Hardaway anywhere. Not surprising, though. The Pacers are the #1 seed. Wow. This is our year. Come on. Matter of fact, we should be able to beat the Heat. We are the #1 seed. Now, this is where we might run into some problems. Not a bad team at all. Penny and Luka still going strong, but they have 3 90s. And they took Big Z. And they have Jerry Stackhouse, so basically 4 90s. We got this, though. Come on, Pacers. Please, we can beat this team. This team has had our numbers so many times. We can do this. 3-2. Let's go. This is our year. Come on. Washington. Who does Washington have? Nick Van Exel, Jamal Mashburn. We can do this. We take game 1. They come back, though. No. Come on. Yes. Thank you. The Pacers, for the first time this whole video, make it to the NBA Finals, and we have to go against, I think, a 2-time or 3-time champion in the Kings, who have Chris Webber and Jermaine O'Neal. We can do this. They win game 1 and game 2. We come back, though, in game 3. Come on, take another game. It's 2-2. Sorry if I screamed in your ear right there, but I need this. It is 3-2. 3-3. We're taking it to Simcast. Please, Luka, we need you. The Kings come out to an early lead, but we take over, and I think the Pacers have this in the bag. Come on. There it is. Let's go. Luka Doncic finally drops 34 points. You did it. Luka Doncic, you did it. Thank you. Man. Let's go. Come on. Finally, Luka gets his first championship, and honestly, I might end it here, but I kind of want to see where he goes after this contract, so let's continue. Man, that felt good to finally get a championship. I'm going to make this quick. Here's the team if you wanted to see it. We're going to get right to the season, probably right to the playoffs, because this is the last year of his contract, and I just want to see where he goes after. Sharif Abdur-Rahim wins another MVP. Chris Paul is now in the league. That's how you know we're a little too far. Nene. And yeah, come on. Let's get straight to the playoffs. I just really want to see. Luka Doncic is only on the All-NBA second team. Not bad stats from him, though. Didn't even make the playoffs. And yeah. Wow, how do you go from winning a championship to not even making the playoffs? That is very interesting to me. The Cavs win another one. Steve Nash gets a Finals MVP. And now, just out of curiosity, let's see where Luka went. And Luka decided to stay on the Pacers. And honestly, I think this is the perfect spot to call it, as Luka just started to regress. Maybe they would have possibly won a championship this year too, but it's alright. Luka got his ring. These are his stats throughout his career, and I mean, he had a great career. I'd say he did just as good as he does in the modern NBA every video. He was a 7-time MVP, a 1-time NBA champion in 2005, and you already know he won that Finals MVP. Also, a 13-time All-Star. And yeah, I mean, I would consider that a very, very, very successful career. 14 years pro, 13 All-Stars, yeah. You did a good job, Luka. I tried to keep the energy up this video. Remember, I do have strep throat, so I tried my best here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscribe for me. And yeah, I don't got nothing else to say other than that. So, peace.